With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, here's Zamir White. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's his third touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On 3rd down. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Eagles have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And the Eagles will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Hey, check that. Set go.
The drive begins with a run by White. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
So throwing now on 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the Eagles are going to be set up. 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. That's good for 11 and a 1st down. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's the run. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Third and goal. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Eagles. Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be taken in by Pierce. Finding room at midfield. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And not a whole lot to speak of there. He'll work it down inside the 35. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. Big-time play there for Buffalo. And even 30 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll run with White. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. Bring it.
They'll run with Pierce. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult. Defensively, it'll set up a 4th down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They motion a receiver right. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And it'll be brought down, but they're going to move this one out to the 25. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Throwing now from the gun. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A huge play just before the half. A gain of 48. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. He'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for.
Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Okay, ready?
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40.
Ready?
Going up top. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now, faking the give. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Go!
He'll drop to throw. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
19 right. Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now give on the ground. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the first down. So we'll have 3rd down coming up. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the 1st down up to the 45.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Open space to the 35. And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 11-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Let's go.
That'll be intercepted. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Bills. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll throw out of the gun. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. Now a run on first down. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Throw Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll look to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Slot receiver headed right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. 3rd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. The drive will start on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And an Eagles 1st down.
back to him on first down. Room to run at the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with first and goal.
This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year.
Makes the score Eagles 41, Bills 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
19 Lions.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
70 Timberwolves. Trap 60, trap 60.
On third down, it's White. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, it's White. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Throwing now from the gun. That's into the hands of Coleman. He is in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. Here's Bass now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills are able to edge a bit closer. 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
A tight end in motion now. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, faking the give. This is intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, White. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The throw on the run is complete, and he'll be taken down. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Back to the air one more time. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He pulls it in around the 5. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped. He gets 2 down to the 2-yard line, but now it's 4th down.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Receiver in motion, going right. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago, a game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.